What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my page. My name is Amira Such a Doll, or you can call me Amira. And today I'm going to be giving you guys my top 10 shows on Hulu. Previously I did Netflix, and today I'm going to be doing Hulu. So I'm just going to go down the list from 1 through 10, and then I'm going to go back and explain each show. I'm going to be giving you the genre, the description, my rating of it, and the strengths and weaknesses of each show. So now I'm just going to name the shows on what I like best versus what I like least. Yeah, which is hard to do, but okay. So number 1 is going to be Little Fires Everywhere. Number 2, Good Doctor. Number 3, 11/22/63. Number 4, Good Girls. Number 5, Queen Sugar. Number 6, Lost. Number 7, Revenge. Number 8, Wayward Pines. Number 9, Lincoln Heights. And number 10, Power. So now I'm going to explain each show. Little Fires Everywhere. First of all, it was so hard picking whether I wanted to make Little Fires Everywhere first or Good Doctor first, because I love both those shows, but Little Fires Everywhere took the cake. So Little Fires Everywhere is a drama. It's about a black woman and a daughter who move from their car into a new white town. The daughter becomes close with the kids of where the mother works. She works for a white family. She just like cooks and cleans for them basically, and then things become complicated once they see like how different their families are. So basically just a comparison of a poor mom and daughter versus like a rich white put together family. So they realize how different they are. When I say very different, like the daughter likes the other mother, and the daughter of the white mother likes the black mother, and it's like their parenting styles are just very different. So that's basically what the show is about. There's like a whole bunch of drama within that. I give it a 5, and a strength of the show I would say is perspective and reactions. Like how they reacted in certain situations, it was like that was very good acting, and it shows you a lot on perspective, because obviously like the white rich family, they think that they know their kids so well, and they actually don't know anything about any of their kids, because they have 3 kids. They really don't know anything about their kids. And the same thing with the black mom. It's like you think you know your daughter so much, and she out here doing this, that, and the third. You feel me? So it's like it's really good when it comes to perspective. A weakness of the show, I don't really have any weaknesses of the show. Yeah, I mean, originally when I first started watching, I'm like, why this girl don't have a dad? Like, why can't it just be a struggling family? Like, why does it have to be a struggling single black mom? Whatever. But I mean, as the show goes on, you see why it happened that way. Number 2, Good Doctor. So the Good Doctor, it's a medical drama. It's about an autistic surgeon who has a troubled past, and he's trying to get accustomed to like life, basically, the ways of the world, and like living on his own, stuff like that. I give it a 5. The strengths of the show I would say is I love seeing like how his mind works in certain situations, and yeah, that's it. I don't have any weaknesses of the show. That's a very good show. It's very interesting. You definitely always want more from that show. I just finished the latest season. Well, no, the latest season is currently on, and I just finished the episode from last week. So yeah, it's definitely a good show, one of my favorites. Number 3 is called 11/22/63. It's a sci-fi. It's about a school teacher who travels back in time to stop the assassination of John F. Kennedy, basically. That's literally it. Like, he travels back in time, and he's like, well, I wonder how the world would be if he never would have gotten killed. That's basically all it's about. But I give it a 5. The strengths of the show is I think they did a good job at capturing the time period of the 60s. They did a really good job at that, and I like seeing like how things were just so different back then. Weaknesses of the show, I don't really have any weaknesses of that show. I guess the weakness of that show is that it's only 1 season, but it's like, I mean, you hear what it's about. It's not really much they can do with that. Yeah, so I guess the weakness of the show is that it's only 1 season, but it's a good 1 season if you ask me. The next show, Good Girls. Okay, so I actually didn't watch this show on Hulu. I watched it on Netflix. But when it's a new season, they get new episodes every single week instead of waiting for the whole season to get on Netflix. So I put it on this list instead of my Netflix list. So Good Girls, it's a crime comedy drama. It's about three mothers who are having a hard time and not making the money they need to take care of their families, so they decide to rob a grocery store. I mean, yeah, when times get rough, you rob a grocery store, I guess. Yeah, so then the drama unfolds within that, obviously, because you can't just rob a grocery store and think you're gonna get away with it. So yeah, I get that a 5, definitely. And the strengths of that show is that it's so funny. That show is very funny, and it has a lot of drama. I love crime funny drama. Like, that's one of the reasons why I love Dead to Me, which is on Netflix. But the Good Girls is like the same exact thing. It's like fun drama, crime. Like, it's just like they do a good job of doing that. So that's what the strengths are. A weakness of the show is that something always happens. So it's like, as soon as they figure out one thing, another thing happens, and then they figure out how to get rid of that thing, and another thing happens. So I guess, like, that's why I said it's like a weakness, because like, as soon as they're about to get away with it, something else pops up, and it's like, oh boy. Like, I remember one scene. What happened? It was like they found a pen cap. So they're about to all go to prison because they found a pen cap. Like, come on now. But I mean, I guess it's not really a real weakness, because obviously the show has to go on. But I can't really think of any weaknesses of the show besides that. All right, number 5, Queen Sugar, which is a drama. It's about a family of 3 siblings who lost their father and has to decide what to do with his sugar cane that he leaves behind. And then basically the drama just unfolds. So it's like, we don't know much about the family, but as the first episode goes on, they lose their father, you see that this is not a family that's close-knit. So it's like deciding what to do with their dad's farm, sugarcane farm, is like a hard decision for them to make, because they all 3 of them had like a very different relationship, like with their father and with each other. So it's like, it's just a lot of family drama, basically. I give the show a 4. The strengths of the show, I would say, is very relatable, because not every family is like close-knit. Not every family is like, oh, the perfect family. There's really no such thing as the perfect family. So it's like the disagreements that they have and the complications that they have, like, within their family, I would say, just makes the show very relatable. A weakness of the show. This weakness, please don't judge me, but they cry a lot on that show. And it's like, I'm not trying to be dramatic, but it's like, oh, I said that about another show in the other video I did. I don't even remember, but this show, they cry too much. I'm just like, yo, I'm not going to keep watching this if y'all going to keep crying every single episode. And it's like, sometimes, obviously, like, it calls for them to cry, but it's to the point where it becomes draining. That's how I feel about it. It's like, all right, y'all keep crying. Maybe I'm not emotionally available to watch the show, because y'all crying way too much and it's doing too much for me. It's like, and it's not even like, oh, one person cried this episode, another person, like, it's like y'all all just keep crying. I'm just like, bro, if another person cry, I'm really turning this off. But it's so good I didn't turn it off. That's the only weakness I would say of the show. Number 6 is Lost. So I'm gonna just say, I'm not gonna give it a rating. I can't give it a rating because I'm currently still watching it, but this show is so good so far, and I'm almost finished with it. I think I'm on the second to last season, and so far it's been really good. It's a drama. It's about survivors of a plane crash in which they land on an island and they have to figure out how to get home. Yeah, so I'm not giving it a rating because I'm still watching it. I'll give it a rating when I'm done watching it. But I will say, and I'm not going to give strengths and weaknesses either, because, yeah, I don't want to spoil the show. And on top of that, I'm not even finished with it. So I would say I don't like the love connections so far in the show. And it's like, yeah, like, they have a weird love triangle going on. It's not even like a triangle. It's like a square. It's like the 2 guys, like, on one of the 2 main characters that are the guys, I feel like they keep going in circles with, like, the same girls, and it's just like very weird. I'm like, the guy that you want her to be with, she's not with him, and she ended up being with other guy, and the guy ended up being with other girl. So it's like, it just becomes a headache. I'm like, I don't even know why this girl takes interest in this guy when she should be interested in this guy. Blah, you feel me? So it's like, It's annoying. That's one of the things I don't like about the show so far. It's just that their love triangles, I think, is very weird. So that's really it. And okay, so another thing I don't like about this show, I mean, I haven't finished this, so I can't really say I don't like this about the show, but I will say that this is making me go like this. I'm like, what? So basically in the show, they're trying to get off the island, right? But it's like weird things happen on the island. So I guess what I don't really like is that they're trying to make it seem like the island is kind of like magical in a sense. I don't really know where they're going with it, but I think that's it's a little far-fetched. It's like, it can't, like the show started off as like a regular normal show, but if you start adding like sci-fi aspects, it like changed the whole show completely. So I'm like, I don't really know what I'm watching anymore. But I still like it, so we'll see how it ends. But that's what I don't like about the show right now. I'm just like, all right, this shouldn't be a part of the show because blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Number 7, Revenge. Okay, Revenge is a drama. It's about a girl who makes it her business to purposely destroy the lives of everyone who was involved in the imprisonment of her father. So her father was in jail. I can't say too much about it. He's in prison or whatever. Or was in prison, whatever. But and she's like, you know what? Y'all literally took my dad away from me. That's the only person I had. I guess like she lost her mom like a while back. But it's like my dad was the only person I had, and y'all got him locked up. And I guess like she just feel like he's innocent, so she's going out of her way to go down the line of everyone that has anything to do with the involvement of him being in prison right now. So it's like, she coming crazy, you feel me? Like like when I say she comes crazy, she's coming for their whole lives. Like they don't even have a name after she threw with them, you feel me? So it's like, yeah, that's a really good show. I'll give it a 4. The strength about the show is that it's very, very juicy, you feel me? Like that's a juicy show. I really like that show. And yeah, it's a lot of drama within drama within drama. So it's like a lot of folded up drama, and a lot of drama unfolds. So yeah, that's what I really like about this show. It's like it's like we see the surface of it, and then she digs deeper, and it's like, dang, she did that, he did that. Yeah, so that's all I like about this show. What I don't like about the show, a weakness of the show I would say, is at times it becomes a little unrealistic, just a little tiny bit. It's like some situations that she's in and she needs to get out of, it becomes unrealistic, like how she got out the situation. It's like, all right, that wouldn't happen in real life. So, but that's really it. It's not that big of a deal. The next show, number 8, is Wayward Pines. I should have put this one last. If I was really doing it in order, I would have put this one last and then moved my other 2 up. Anyway, doesn't really matter. It's still in the top 10. So Wayward Pines is a mystery sci-fi. So it's about a secret agent who is in a car accident on his way to look for 2 other secret agents who had went missing when they went to this town or whatever, and they never came back basically. And he tries to leave the town and he cannot leave the town. So it's like anybody that goes there cannot leave. I give it a 3.5. And I give it a 3.5 because, yeah, this is what I put, that it has potential. So at first, it's like you watching and you like, yo, this is crazy. Like, why can't they leave the town or whatever? And then like it starts getting good. And then he ended up like seeing his wife there, and it's like, yo, how my wife get here? You feel me? Like all that type of stuff. It's like a lot of has a lot of detail and drama. That's what I like about the show. And this is very different than any other show I've ever watched. That's what I really liked about it. But the reason why I gave it a 3.5 is because I was disappointed in the ending. I don't really like how it ended. Yeah, so for me, it's like, okay, this is a show that is unlike any other show I've ever watched. And I feel like the writers felt like that as well. And I kind of feel like, they put a pilot out for the show. I feel like they put a pilot out for a show that was unfinished. Like it wasn't, they didn't even write an ending to it. That's how I really feel about it. Like they didn't write an ending to it. So they put the show out, did the pilot, and the pilot did so well that they wanted to continue with it. And then they had to write an ending to it. So it's like I feel like they wrote literally any ending. I'm sad how it ended, but it was good while it lasted. And then number 9, Lincoln Heights. Okay, so Lincoln Heights is a drama. Everyone knows Lincoln Heights. I really like this show, so I put it on my list, and it's on Hulu. So Lincoln Heights is a drama. It's about a cop who moves his family back to the the old neighborhood that he used to live in or whatever. And he wanted to better his community while doing that, because like, oh, he's a cop now, like he can make sure like nothing crazy is going on. Anybody gets into trouble, like he can like protect them or whatever. So that's what he tried to do. But the neighborhood was not happy about him returning. It's like, no, you a traitor. Like, what are you doing? Why are you here? So that's basically what it's about. I give it a 4.5. And I feel like that show honestly had a good run. I don't have any weaknesses to say about the show, because I feel like it's like the perfect family show. Like, they had their problems, they got through their problems, and it ended on a great note. Like, both of the kids ended on a good note. The family ended on a good note. Like, it was a good show. They had a good run for sure. So it's like, I don't have anything bad to say about it. I definitely would rewatch it, because when it ended, I was really sad. I'm like, oh. So yeah. And the last show I put on my list is Power. So Power, I wasn't gonna put Power on my list, but I wanted to make sure I put all solid shows on here. And yeah, Power I normally watch on Stars. I watch it, you feel me, as it comes out. I don't really watch it on Hulu, but it's on Hulu, so you can watch it on Hulu, which is why I put it on the list. Power is a drama. It's about the life of a kingpin who is also a family man. So I'll give it a 4. And at first I would say, okay, so the strengths of the show. I didn't put strengths of the show. Okay, strengths of the show is the all black cast, basically. Majority all black cast. That's the strength of the show. Weaknesses of the show, I would say I don't like the acting at times. And for people that watch Power, y'all know exactly the ones I'm talking about. I don't even have to, you feel me? I'm not gonna name them. Y'all know who I'm talking about. No shade though. And I also don't like that sometimes it gets too messy to follow. So it's like, all right, it's drama within like 3 different people in the show. So it's like, I don't even know what's going on. It's like, it's drama at home, drama with the business, drama with your friendship. It's like drama within the friendship of your girl. Like, it's like sometimes it just becomes too much. And dang, I wrote a lot of weaknesses of the show, but I really did like this show. Okay, so another weakness of the show is right now, as I'm currently, well, just finished it, I feel like it's a whole new show, and I don't always like that. So it's like, at first I'm like, okay, I don't want to watch this no more, because this is not the show that we were originally watching. This is like literally, y'all rid everybody off the show. Now it's just focus on 2 people, and y'all introduce all these new characters. So it's like a complete different show. I don't want to watch it no more. But then I kept watching it. I'm like, oh wait, this is getting good. So I'm glad I kept watching it, because it's still good. I know you guys are looking at me. There's a whole bunch of other shows on Hulu, and you're like, why didn't she put that on there? Why didn't she put that on there? Okay, so there's a lot of shows that I started and didn't finish, and I put it on my never finished list, but I am going to go back and watch them. Well, not all of them, so I'm just going to go down the list on shows that I started and didn't finish. So I started Atlanta. I didn't finish it, but I think so far it's good. Devious Maids, which I watched that so long ago, like when I was in high school, but like at that time I think I had missed like 2 episodes, and I wanted to go back and watch it on demand, but Verizon was on some weird stuff, and they were trying to make me pay for it on demand, but like we already paid for the channel, so it's like, why would I pay to watch it on demand? That's the reason why I stopped watching it. But it's on Hulu, so I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna watch it, let y'all know how it is, because that was a juicy show for sure. Go back and rewatch that. Scandal, okay guys, do not judge me, but Scandal, I don't really like shows. How can I word this without sounding stupid? So it's like, I like mystery shows, but I don't like detective shows. That's the best way I can say it. So it's like, I've definitely watched shows where it's like, oh, I know a better way to say it. I don't like shows where every episode is different. Like, it's a different type of mystery. Like, it's not like a complete storyline. So I watch shows where it's like, oh, someone was killed the first episode, and it takes the whole show to find out who killed that person, versus like Law and Order, which literally is different drama every single episode. So that's what I don't like. So it's like, I don't like Law and Order. I started watching Scandal. I became uninterested in it. So I don't know if I'm going to go back and watch it. You guys comment down below. Let me know if I should go back and watch Scandal. And I hate to say it, but I never even started How to Get Away with Murder. And I'm sorry, Viola Davis, please don't kill me. But I really love her. Just like I love Kerry Washington. I love both of them. But those are shows that I really just don't feel like I'll be interested in, because I don't watch shows like that. I don't watch Law and Order. I don't watch Criminal Minds. I don't watch shows like that. You feel me? And I feel like those are all similar type shows. And it's like, I don't watch shows like that. I just don't get into them. You feel me? Like, I don't know. So yeah, moving on. I started the show Star. I don't know if I'm going to go back and finish it. Comment down below if you think I should finish that show, because it seemed okay. I don't know. I guess I don't even know why I started watching it. I guess I just didn't feel like finishing it. I think I only watched like 2 or 3 episodes. Prison Break. So Prison Break, y'all know, came back after like 10 years and came out with, I guess, 2 new seasons. I finished all the seasons from before. That used to be one of my favorite shows. That's like one of the first shows I binge watched on Netflix. Like, Prison Break, that was my show. So I'm definitely gonna go back and watch whatever seasons they have on Hulu. Empire was good, like the first season and a half. Then I stopped watching it, and I have no desire to go back and watch that. Snowfall. I started Snowfall, and it's good, but what I don't like about it is, I feel like, I guess how I feel about Power, like it's all over the place. Like, it's drama with the boy, whatever, I don't remember his name right now. It's drama with the teenage boy, he's selling drugs, that's one storyline. It's the other storyline with like the sister, the Hispanic brothers and sisters, Then you have that. Then you have the white guy, whatever he's doing. You feel me? Like, it's so much drama with him, like, so like, it just gives me like a headache, and when it becomes like too much, I don't want to watch it no more. So it's like, I stopped watching it. Like, I took a break from it, and I was supposed to go back and watch it, and I didn't. So I am gonna go back and watch it, because y'all gonna grind me up if I don't. But anyway, and plus I felt like it was interesting. It just, for me, I just got a little overwhelmed watching it. So that brings me to the end of my top 10 shows on Hulu. There's a couple of shows that I'm currently watching right now, and a couple of shows I just finished. So I just finished Ratchet, which is on Netflix. I'm definitely doing a review on that, John. And then I just finished Lovecraft Country. I'm definitely doing a review on that, John. So stay tuned to see my reviews on those shows, because y'all was really talking about Ratchet, and I'm like, okay, let me go see what the hype is about, because I saw the previews of it, and I was confused on what it was going to be about. But I watched it, so I'm give a review for y'all for that one, definitely. Yeah, comment down below if you guys want me to do other shows, other movies. I can do movies. I haven't been doing movies, but I can do movies. Other networks. I might do a HBO joint, might do an Amazon Prime joint. So y'all comment down below. Let me know what y'all want me to do, and I'll do it for you guys. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.